Hello everyone, Usman here, back with another video. So today I am going to be talking about the Wandavision villain Agatha Harkness getting a spin-off series on Disney+. So I just pulled up an article already. It's on this website called Gizmodo.com, and it says right here, WandaVision's Kathryn Hahn is getting her own Agatha Harkness spin-off. If the series somehow isn't called Agatha all along, then what are Marvel and Disney Plus even doing? And this was yesterday at 11:05 a.m. I read about this. I heard about this yesterday. I wanted to talk about it. So a WandaVision spinoff with breakout evil witch of 2021, Agatha Harkness. Now this is chaos magic Wanda. Variety reports Kathryn Hahn could return as the WandaVision villain, an ancient sorceress who manipulated Wanda's stay in the town of Westview to open up her ability to wield powerful chaos magic in the character's own standalone spin-off series for Disney+. Details beyond that are currently sparse, but WandaVision head writer Jack Schaefer would return for the series to write and executive produce. Given Hahn's status as a breakout character in WandaVision and equally laudable the voice behind 2021's Song of the Year, it's perhaps not surprising that WandaVision's series finale was going to be the last we saw of Agatha Harkness. Defeated by Wanda in a battle of magical wills at the end of WandaVision, Agatha was left to remain the sole person under the spell Wanda had previously cast over the citizens of Westview in order to live her fantasy life with Vision. Agatha was left no longer aware of herself as a centuries-old witch that had tried to manipulate Wanda, but simply as Wanda's former kooky neighbor, Agnes. Whether or not the standalone show will detail what becomes of Agatha after the events of WandaVision or dive into her past life as a witch before the events of the series remains to be seen, but there's clearly a lot left of Agatha's story to tell, and any chance to get more of Kathryn Hahn having the mystical time of her life in witchy robes is an exciting move for Marvel's Disney Plus plans to move forward in. Even if it might be a while before we get to see it, considering the amount of streaming shows already on the way from Marvel Studios, we'll bring you more on Marvel's plans for Disney Plus, Agatha related or otherwise, and when we learn them. Kathryn Hahn's performance in the show. I actually, when I saw WandaVision earlier this year, back in January of this year, I actually thought it was well done. Like I actually really liked her performance. I thought she was just she played the evil witch really well. She was able to manipulate Wanda, go crazy, just drive her insane, and just like the performance from the actress that gave it, Kathryn Hahn, she really delivered it. She played also the dramatic part of it as well when she was in it. And so that'll be interesting to see what they do with her character. And so the showrunner, I think her name is Jack Schaefer, I believe. Like it was in the article. She's going to be doing. She showran WandaVision, obviously, and so she's going to be showrunning this new show with Agatha Harkness in it. And so I trust that she'll probably do a good job, and it makes sense anyways because she did WandaVision. She basically helped introduce the character in this medium in the MCU. So I'm assuming she'll help bring this character back in and sort of, I guess, continue the story of the character anyways. So that's the point, that's the plan. A lot of villains, they get a lot of different sort of movies and TV shows nowadays. You had Venom come out, the first Venom movie and then the second one, and Loki. Loki is another series as well. So, I feel like this is a trend where you see a bunch of supervillains getting these movies or shows or whatever rather than just the superheroes anyways. And, that's kind of interesting. I don't think that's a bad idea. They're also characters too. And I guess a lot of people always sort of complain about these characters should get more screen time, if not as much screen time as the protagonist. I think that this is kind of unnecessary in my opinion, this show. I just a little bit I'm thinking it'll work, given Marvel's track record, but I just really think that I don't know, it doesn't need to be made just okay, well, why don't they just bring her back in another movie or show or something? Maybe that'll make much more sense, so that way people can explore her more as a character through that anyways. They did that in WandaVision season 1, or when they brought her in, they explored a little bit of her backstory and what was her, what was it about, and how she became the character, the villain that she was in the present with Wanda and what she did to her. I just felt they could just do that instead. So I'm kind of just not really into it. I'm not oh, this should never happen, never, not a bunch of other people's opinions, but I'm just kind of you know what, I don't really see a need. Who knows, we'll see. And yeah, I'll still end up watching it anyways, regardless, because MCU's track record doing well with the movies and the shows, just like that. It's kind of with Loki. Loki is a prime example because you had Loki, he had a TV series that just came out this year. They explored more of the character as well. I mean, we already knew about Loki anyways because, they had like the movies where within those, I think 6 or 7 movies, they explored his backstory anyways and like what was it all about and who he is as a character. And people fell in love with the character. They fell in love with Tom Hiddleston's performance and, of course, with Loki himself. So that was a big deal. And I really liked his performance as well. So, I don't know, I just feel like with Loki, that was just necessary for the show. I feel like it's kind of sudden to get a show, for her to get a show like that quickly, unlike, what they did with Loki. They can find a way to make her appealing, so that'll be pretty cool. A TV series can explore more than what a movie can. Who knows, maybe she'll turn out to be maybe likable like Loki. And with Loki, when you think about it, Loki, he had we saw that. And then his character growth, and then they introduced a different Loki in the series, and it was just like a multiverse type of Loki. But we felt more towards this new Loki because we were like aware of the past Loki. So yeah, it's the whole multiversal type of thing that they're exploring. There was that theme song that they had in the series. It was called Agatha All Along. That was like that I read in the article. They mentioned that. It should be called Agatha all along. And yeah, I guess it does make sense because a lot of people were like streaming that song constantly, like listening to it. To be honest, I wasn't really a fan. I think I'm probably in the minority of this where I was like, yeah, I don't really think I like that song. It's not because it's a bad song. Like the people who created the song, like they did a good job. They're great artists, but I don't know, I just kind of felt like it was a little corny and weird when they brought that in. But they'll probably name the series that, and yeah, I guess it would be a missed opportunity if they never did name the series Agatha All Along. With Doctor Strange, I think we'll probably see her, maybe. I don't know, I heard some things about like her connections, like, maybe she'll be in the next Doctor Strange movie because Doctor Strange might seek her out because of like Wanda. Because Wanda, like Scarlet Witch, is going to be in the next Doctor Strange movie. It's been confirmed. So a lot of people are saying, oh, Wanda will be the next villain in that movie. And so Doctor Strange will probably have to find a way to stop her, and so he'll probably go to Agatha, so that way they can both sort of confront Wanda. I think that's possible. I don't know if that's actually true, but I don't know, maybe they can do something like that. I have no clue. I don't think that's a missed opportunity, but they could always just, like I mentioned, bring her back in another thing. Don't know if she'll be in it, but if she was, then that would be cool either way. Because she was introduced in a TV series, so this will be, I guess, sort of the first time where they bring someone from the TV world into the movie world, so that'll be sort of interesting to see. And so yeah, those are my thoughts on that whole matter. Let me know in the comments section whether you want her to be in Doctor Strange 2. How do you feel about the TV series? Do you think that's a right title for the series? Agatha All Along. Did you like that song? Unlike me. All that kind of stuff. And also don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.